4 plays, 44 yards set up by the Tyson Larrick interception. And on Brush's first pass of the game, Eric Garcia finds C.J. Kukas from 26 yards away. Just an incredible play by Kukas, wrestling the ball away from the Eaton defender who appeared to have made the catch. And Jacob Fector to kick it off. 2-point conversion was no good. And the football is fielded at the 8-yard line, straight ahead to the 15, the 20, a big hole across the 25, and down at around the 30-yard line, a return of 22 by Caleb Selby. And Tanner Morrow, who's had a good offensive game, just did something on special teams. He made the tackle.
Yeah, Brush had a lot of kids hustling down there to gang tackle the Eaton receiver. But I got to talk about Fector. He's had 2 really nice kicks.
Yes.
One excellent kick against the wind, and he kicked it the way he had to, low, and let it roll as far as he could. The second one was right here on this kick here. It was nice and high. It's like he was trying to get the wind to help him out and see if it wouldn't carry it into the end zone.
Now ball is under center this time, 1st and 10 at his own 30-yard line, and there is the give and nothing right there. I think that's Corral. We'll check that. And that is. And, boy, all the Bee Diggers were there. You can just count them off. Between Derek Lynch and even Brandon Rutherford from his secondary position, it'll be 2nd down and 10, and that's what you got to do with your run defense.
You bet. They just kind of stop things up. Eaton has a real big kid up there playing on that offensive line, about 200 and I think I saw 250 pounds, and Brush did a good job of standing him up and slowing that run down. 2nd
down and 10 from the 30-yard line. Ball now in a shotgun formation, awaiting the snap. Man in motion to the left is Smith, and this will be a run right up the middle for Ball as he fakes that handoff, and he drives across the 35 to the 36-yard line, picking up 6, and making the tackle was Kyle Muir. 3rd down and around 4. Anytime that Ball's had the football, other than when he's gone back to pass, he's done a pretty decent job with it.
Yeah, they've had 15 offensive plays. He's run it 7 times. Of course, 2 of those runs were actually quarterback sacks, and then those 3 passes. So he's the man for him. Brush has just got to zero in on him.
3rd down, we'll call it 3 at their own 37-yard line. 8:20 to go in the opening half. And Brush has a touchdown run and a touchdown pass from Eric Garcia for a 12-0 lead. Receivers out to the left and right. Ball once again in a shotgun formation. Man in motion, and there was movement by Ryan Reher on the left side. That'll cost the Reds 5 yards. And that's what Coach Dreitz was talking about with the Reds shooting themselves in the foot. And, Dave, does that sound familiar?
It sure does, as the Reds have been penalized twice now for 10 yards. But this time the Diggers haven't been penalized for any. So Things are looking up.
That means he's going to be in a good mood when he gets home if this continues. So we'll find out. Nonetheless, it's going to be 3rd down. And now it's 8 to go for Eaton at their own 32-yard line. Only bad news with that penalty is that the clock stops momentarily. You want that to roll pretty quickly on this cold, windy night. Shotgun formation for Ball, awaiting the snap. Long count. Man in motion to the left. And Ball, play action, rolling to his right, looking to throw. The pressure's coming from Weiser, runs out of it, throws on the run. That pass is going to be incomplete. Almost intercepted at the 47-yard line. Are they going to say that was picked off? Did it bounce off of Brandon Rutherford, and was it picked off by C.J. Kukas? I thought it hit the turf, but apparently they're going to rule that an interception, and the Bee Diggers have the football just past midfield.
Ball overthrew his receiver by about 3 yards, and the ball was sailing down the field. I saw Brandon Rutherford dive from about the 30 or 35-yard line. He dives out there to try to intercept it, and he must have got his hands underneath of it. It must have hit his hands on top of the grass before it bounced up in the air into Kukas' hands.
All I can say, that's an amazing athletic play, because it looked like it was incomplete from here, but it was Rutherford then who, like you said, who made that deflection. 1st and 10 for the Bee Diggers, just past the 50-yard line, already leading 12-0. Garcia on the option right will keep the football, swings it towards the sideline at the 45, has a seam, and a flag is down. He's down at the 35-yard line as the tackle was made along the sideline by Zach Ash. That 15-yard penalty gain is going to be nullified by a penalty against the Bee Diggers that took place about 4 to 5 yards downfield.
But, there's another penalty there at the end of it, and that was when Garcia got horse collared at the end. And I know that's an illegal play now when a player reaches up and grabs him by the back of the shoulder pads and drags him down.
Yep, a hold against the Bee Diggers.
Garcia's so tough that didn't even phase him. You know, he got thrown down right there in front of the Digger bench on about the 36-yard line and just drug down backwards. You could see it just weighted him down onto his heels, and he just stood up and shook it off and walked over by Coach Dreitz and started waiting for the next play.
Your American Family Insurance agent located at 115 South Main Street in Fort Morgan is the Stan T. Wolf Agency. That's the Stanley T. Wolf Agency. All right, so it amounts to a 10-yard penalty, but it's a gain of 3. So, you got a 1st and 7 for the Bee Diggers at the Eaton 47-yard line. 7:40 to go in the second quarter. Brush leads Eaton 12-0. The backs are split. There's the give to Weiser across left tackle, and he drives to around the 40-yard line, just short of a first down by about half a yard, but he ran extremely hard right up the gut, and the tackle was made by Caleb Selby, the junior linebacker. And now it is second down and less than a yard, and coaches salivate for this type of situation.
You bet. That was a fast trap, and now Coach Dreitz can open up and throw the ball deep if he wants to, as he's got basically 2 plays to get this first down.
Second down and less than a yard to go for the Eaton 40. Morrow and Weiser are split. And there's the give to Weiser across the right side. He slips out of a tackle, first down across the 35, and he's down at around the 31, a gain of 9. And it was Zach Ash making the tackle, but a gain of 9 yards in the play. And that Bee Digger drive continues as they're headed once again towards the end zone.
Just some good blocking up there by that offensive line. I watched Derek Lynch make a great block on that play as Brush just keeps surging the ball forward. Eaton's got everybody up there in between the tight ends trying to stop this run, and everybody's within about 5 yards except for the free safety and the corners that are out there on our wide receivers.
1st and 10 from the Eaton 30-yard line. In motion to the left is Derek Lynch with a back split. And the bootleg by Garcia. He swings it back to the inside, and he cuts it back again to the 25, stays on his feet to the 20. Then he's thrown down at the 16, but it's a gain of 14, and another Bee Digger first down as Eric Klur made the tackle.
Another great play there by Garcia. It looked like he was going to be able to get that thing out wide, run to the sideline, and then turn it upfield. But he has such a natural feel for things, and he cut it back up early, and then he cut it back up against the grain again as he surged forward for that 14 yards.
1st and 10 from the 16-yard line. 6.5 to go in the first half, and the Bee Diggers are dominating here with a 12-0 lead, looking for more. They've intercepted a couple of passes in this first half. One by Tyson Larrick, the other by C.J. Kukas. Receiver split off to the left and right. Garcia up to the line of scrimmage. On first down, Garcia option right, fakes the pitch, takes off with a football, and he's dragged down for a gain of 1.
Everybody fell for that fake pitch except for the 2 kids that held on to Garcia and threw him on the ground. But it was probably a good play that he didn't pitch the ball there, as Eaton had a defender that was just about ready to run right into that pitch lane.
Yep, right to the 15-yard line, and one of those making the play was Caleb Selby. So it's second down and 9 from the 15. And again, a very quick-moving first half on homecoming night. That's what the Bee Diggers want. At the 15-yard line, second down and 9 with a back split. And Garcia is going to hand it off to Morrow, running left, cutting it back to the inside. He drives hard to around the 11, gaining 4 yards in the play before he's driven back. It'll be third down, and we'll call it 5 for Brush as we approach the 5-minute mark of the second quarter. Time to tell you that committed to serving those in production, Ag Premier Farm Credit is the gold standard in ag lending. So the Bee Diggers face a 3rd and 5 at the 11, leading by a dozen. C.J. Kukas is the receiver to the right. And boy, now the rain is coming. A driving rainstorm here in Brush on 3rd and 5. Garcia, bootleg to the right, looks for a block, has it to the 10. He's at the 5 towards the pylon, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Eric Garcia from 11 yards away, and the Bee Diggers now lead 18-0.
You know, Garcia just did a good job again running that option and being smart about not making the pitch and keeping the football. And like you said, it's a driving rain. When you look out here against the lights, it's one of those things where the rain is so fine, it looks like a cloud, like a fog cloud that's blowing across in front of you. But it's just miniature raindrops, and there's a lot of them.
And now the extra point to be attempted by Jesus Cardenas. Awaiting the snap is Eric Garcia. It's down. The kick is up, and that kick looks pretty good. Or is it off to the right? No, it's just inside the upright. 4:37 to go, second quarter. It's Brush 19, Eaton nothing on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com.